Let's look now at POR page 3, the first of our transaction types, which is a vendor contract. And that's a contract or a quote that you will get from one of our MWR vendors or DHL. If you're using one of the MWR vendors or DHL, you can opt to use a vendor contract. This is the best type of transaction for things that are recurring within a given month. Let's say you want to order donuts one week, you want to order sandwiches the next week, back to donuts the third week, and then again something from one of our MWR vendors like Moyer Rec Center, Navy Club, things of that nature. Then I would recommend a vendor contract. And what you do is you simply have to ensure that the vendor contract you receive from your particular MWR vendor or the Dragon Hill Lodge, DHL, is the number of contracts for a month. All the vendor contract has to have quotes from a given month. So let's say for the month of June, you want multiple food items from the Dragon Hill Lodge. You can only represent on a POR purchases in a given month. They can't cross over from month to month. But for the month of June, you would go and you would get a total of what you want for week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. If it's only week 1 and week 3 you need something, that's fine too. But you'd get a quote from them, or what we call a vendor contract, in advance. You'd then fill out a POR for each week's, very important, each week's purchase from their respective vendor. So if week 1 is donuts, you'd fill out a POR for that. If week 2 was sandwiches, you'd fill out a POR for that. Week 3 was back to donuts, you'd fill out another POR for that. But then you'd take that stack of 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever it may be, PORs, and you'd attach the single monthly vendor contract or quote that you get from that particular MWR vendor or the Dragon Hill Lodge. So you'd have multiple PORs with a single vendor contract for the month attached. And you submit those together. Very important. You bundle the PORs, paperclip them, along with that one vendor contract for the entire month. Then you will get back on Friday from 12 to 1700 purchase orders for those respective items that you've asked in the respective weeks to be purchased with that single vendor contract. And all you need to do then is to go ahead and schedule with the vendor when you want your food picked up or delivered. You don't have to worry about payment because we'll be billed according to that monthly vendor contract. That's the cost and time savings for you, is you don't have to go back to make payment at all. We take care of that for you via the monthly vendor contract. All you need to do is coordinate for the pickup or the delivery of those particular items once they're approved via the PO. Again, you have any questions on that, come in on Friday, 12 to 1700, or just rewatch this segment. And that's the purchase transaction type called a vendor contract for MWR vendors and DHL.